So I want you to repeat again. You'd be okay if I'm a Muslim. I just attacked your village. I took your mother captive, your father's alive. And I said, look, I want to have sex with you. And your mother said, yes, go ahead. You'd respect your mother?
If she did that, then I wouldn't have a problem with it, yes.
Oh, you wouldn't say it again? You wouldn't have a problem with it?
But this is...
No, say it again. Say what you just said. I wanted to.
I'm just saying it, man.
You would not have a problem with it?
No, because my God is fine.
No. Oh, okay. Good. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You made your point. That's it. You made your point. You win this one. Go to chapter 4, verse 24.
Married women except those whom you own, Allah has ordained for you.
Slowly. Don't read too fast. Do dawah. Win them to Allah and His messengers. Do it slowly so they can hear the Quran, right?
Married women except those whom you own, Allah has ordained for you. Besides these other women are lawful for you to marry, that you seek with your wealth as properly married men and not as fornicators. Give the specified dowry to those from whom you derive benefit. There is no sin on you should you agree on something else after the specified amount. Verily, Allah is all-knowing.
Okay. Read the first part of the line again. 424, Surah An-Nisa, the first part of the line.
Married women except those whom you own.
Okay.
Allah has ordained.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
And what's the Arabic word?
Ma malakat aymanukum.
No, not what your right hands possess. Your translation says marry.
Yeah.
What's the
married.
Arabic word? Because there's no marriage in that verse. It's a mistranslation. Because I'm going to show you the hadith.
Okay.
Okay, now, what is that verse saying in chapter 4, verse 24? Because if you start at 23, it's talking about sexual relations. What is forbidden and what is permitted. The kind of sexual relations you can have. You can have sex with your wives and blah, 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 but you can't have. So in 424, it says, forbidden for you are married women except, except what?
Those whom you own.
Okay, say it louder. It's like you're not saying it too loud. This is your Quran.
Those whom you own.
Okay, so now,
slavery.
All right. So here it's telling you, you Muslim, following the Sunnah and following the Quran, you cannot have sex with a married woman except those whom you own.
You can have sex with your slaves,
No, it doesn't say slave. It's not about married slaves. Reread it. Married women are forbidden, are haram, except if they are women you own. So if you take a married woman captive, you can have sex with her.
Yes, as long as it's consensual.
Oh, no. Show me in the ayah and the hadith where it's consensual. Here, I'm going to give you the ayah. I'm going to call you. Here's the ayah. Here's the hadith. Don't lie in front of me, man. I got your hadith and I got your sources. Click on it. You're telling me a married woman who's taken captive, she's going to say, oh, yes, here, have sex with me. My husband's still alive. Are you sick?
Wait, let me just read this first before we can...
Which decent, moral woman who's married and been taken captive, oh, yeah, go ahead, have sex with me. No, you own them. They're your property. They have no choice in the matter.
But what's this? Is this just saying what I just said?
Okay. No, you didn't. You said consensual. It's not consensual. Once you own them, they have no choice. So what I'm asking you is go to that hadith. I gave you the link.
Yeah, I've checked it. Yeah.
Click on it. Read it.
Yeah. What point is this making?
Don't be embarrassed. See, it seems like you're ashamed of Allah and His Messenger. Okay, then read it.
Yes, I will.
Okay, read it. Show us. No, I am proud of Allah and His Messenger. Read it out loud so everyone can hear you.
I am proud of Allah and His Messenger.
Okay, no, read it to show me that you are not ashamed.
The Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent a military expedition to Awdas.
Slowly. You're reading too fast, like you're scared. Read it slowly.
I'm not scared. Listen, I'm not.
Okay, then read it. Read it.
Okay. The Apostle of Allah sent a military expedition to Awdas on the occasion of the Battle of Hunayn. They met their enemy and fought with them.
Slowly.
They defeated them and took them captives. Some of the companions of the Apostle of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam were reluctant to have relations with the female captives because of their pagan husbands. So Allah, the Exalted, sent down the Quranic verse, and that's just the verse that's there.
Notice you didn't even read it, and you're embarrassed. Read the verse.
Allah, I'm not embarrassed.
Okay, then read it. My friend, this is 5 times I'm telling you, read it. Read it slowly. Don't be ashamed. Okay, if you're not ashamed, you should read slowly and loudly. Read it. Finish it. Read that part again. They were embarrassed. Hold on. The Muslim jihadis were what? They were embarrassed. Read that part again slowly from that part.
Some of the companions of the Apostle of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam were reluctant to have relations with the female captives because of their pagan husbands. So Allah the Exalted sent down the Quranic verse, and all married women are forbidden unto you, except for those whom your right hands possess.
Okay,
This is to say that.
Okay, finish it. This is to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. This is to say what?
This is to say that they are lawful for them when they complete their waiting period.
Now let me give the link for everyone else. This is Sunan Abu Dawud, number 2150, and it's Sahih, sound, Sahih. It's not Da'if. Okay, now I want to ask you a question. Be honest. Here, the companions of your prophet saw captive women that they taken captive, who were married and their husbands are alive, and they were reluctant because they're married, their husbands were alive. Now, did your prophet say that Allah said, you know what? Yes, you should be reluctant. They are married, their husbands are alive. This would be zina, adultery. Or did he say, no, doesn't matter, their husbands are alive. You can have sex with them.
Wait, can you define zina?
Zina is adultery in this context. I just told you, adultery. You sleep with a woman who's not your wife or the wife of someone else. If I'm married and I sleep...
No, the Islamic definition of adultery is to have sex with anyone who Allah hasn't allowed you to have sex with.
So Allah just allowed halal adultery because were they married?
What do you mean?
Okay, in this verse, are they married?
To the slave women.
And they're married, right?
The slave women.
And they're married, right? Read the hadith.
Yeah, the slave women are married, yeah.
Oh, so it's okay if she's a married woman, but as long as she's a slave. So if I take your mother as a slave, and your father's alive, and I'm a Muslim, and I take your mother as my slave, it's okay for me to have sex with your mother, even though your father's alive.
Yeah, but that's gonna
say it again. Yeah, what? Say louder.
I'm not ashamed of this, man. I'll get it.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. So you said okay. So
wait.
Okay, well let me ask you. Wait, one more example. You are married. Me and my buddy, we attack your village. We're Muslims. We're doing jihad fi sabilillah. We take you and your father captive, and we take your wife and your father's wife captive, and we both have sex with your wife and your father's wife in the name of Allah and His Messenger, and that's okay. Say it again. You're not embarrassed.
If it's consensual, then yes.
Show me where the hadith says it's consensual.
Okay, I'll give you a hadith. There's a hadith.
No, in this passage about war captives, we're not talking about slaves that you've bought. We're talking about slaves that you have taken captive in war. Show me where it says consensual.
You can't buy slaves in Islam.
You want to bet? Your prophet sold and bought slaves. You want me to give you the hadiths?
Was this before or after Islam?
This is after Islam. He sold black slaves and he bought black slaves. We'll get to that in a minute. Before we get there, don't change subject. You're okay with your mother and your wife being taken captive and Muslim jihadis having sex with them. Just say you're okay.
If it's consensual,
show me in the ayah of the Quran in this hadith where it says consensual.
No, I've got a hadith for you. I don't think
in this hadith, which was the reason why the verse was sent down, where does this hadith say get their consent? And are you telling me that your God didn't realize that a woman taken captive and is married is not going to consent? So why didn't He say get their permission in this verse? Where does it say that?
I don't have it in what?
Okay,
no, because you got.
Okay, we're gonna get to the black slaves in a minute. Now let me give you another. I want to ask you another question.
No. Let's stay on this for a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more chance. One more chance. Show me in chapter 4, verse 24, where it says you got to get their consent. Show me in the ayah. See, I'm trying to save you from embarrassing yourself.
Wait. We're talking about slavery here, right?
No, we're talking about captive women. Okay, not all slaves are captives. You don't always get a slave by attacking her family. Sometimes you buy slaves and you sell slaves. Stop changing the point. Go to 424. Show me in the ayah where your God said you must get their consent. First start with the ayah.
We're talking about people.
Yes? Show me in the ayah. Don't preach to me.
Oh my God. No,
show me in the ayah. 424. Final chance. Where does it say get their consent? Did he hang up? Oh, he froze. Hold on. Sorry, Basil, he froze. He conveniently froze. What a sick human being, right? He goes, oh, yeah, you can, as long as you get their consent. So his mother and his wife would consent to jihadis raping them. Okay. Is your connection working now?
Yeah, I think it's back.
Okay.
My phone just died. Sorry about that.
Okay, now go to 424, Surah An-Nisa.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, don't say okay. Just read the verse. Show me where Allah says, get their permission in that ayah.
It doesn't say in this ayah.
Say it again, a little louder. Say it again.
It doesn't say it in this particular
Okay, now show me in the hadith, because that hadith, Sunan Abu Dawud, tells you the reason why this verse was revealed. It was revealed because jihadis wanted to have sex with these captive women whose husbands were still alive. Where does that hadith say get their permission?
So when we, as Muslims, look at slavery, we look at the topic as a whole.
I don't care what you look at.
Well, you should care.
No, I care about what your Quran and the Sunnah of your Prophet says the reason for this verse was. What was the reason for this verse?
Well, okay, wait, can you tell me what the reason for this verse, what this verse was?
You just read it, Sunan Abu Dawud. You didn't
Yeah, but
just
that
read
doesn't
it?
tell you the reason for revelation.
It just told you that's why he sent it down.
No,
Did you read?
you're talking about the context behind it, like the full thing.
Do you want me to read the hadith again for everyone? Here, let me read it. Abu Sayyid al-Khudri said, the Apostle of Allah sent a military expedition to Autas on the occasion of the Battle of Hunayn. They met their enemy and fought with them. They defeated them and took them captives. Some of the companions of Apostle of Allah were reluctant to have relations with the female captives because of their pagan husbands. So Allah, the Exalted, sent down the Quranic verse. This is Asbab al-Nuzul. This is the reason why 424 is given. And all married women are forbidden unto you, save those captives whom your right hand possess. This is to say that they are lawful for them when they complete their waiting period. The hadith tells you this is the reason for this verse being sent down. So can you show me in the hadith where it says, now get their permission before you rape them?
Okay, the place we get that from is from the generic rules governing slavery.
Doesn't help you. Because the generic, let me tell you why it doesn't work. The generic rules, according to Zinnah, you don't have sex with married women. That's the generic rule of Islam, except those whom your right hands possess. So don't give me a ruling that talks about a specific type of slaves and then impose it on captives. They're not the same. Don't play that game with me.
It's by consensus of the scholars that what I'm about to
say. By the consensus of who?
By the consensus of the scholars.
But not from your Prophet or Allah, right? Allah and your Prophet didn't give that.
No, it's based on the hadith. They've read the hadith.
Give me the hadith of your Prophet where your Prophet says, get the consent of the captive women that you've taken captive before you can have sex with them. Just give me that hadith.
Does it have to be in that exact wording?
Yes, because here I'm giving you the exact wording of married captives who are to be raped.
This is as dumb as when Muslims ask Christians, tell me exactly where in the Bible it says Jesus is the Son of God.
No, actually it isn't. It's you are so desperate because here we're talking about women being violated sexually, even married women, and you want to compare that to that? No, sorry, it ain't gonna work.
Why not? Why can't I compare it?
Give me that, because your God and your Prophet are supposedly giving you a comprehensive way of life, and the Sunnah explains the Quran, but here the Sunnah doesn't explain this verse. You need to go to your scholars. No, it doesn't work like that. Give me where Muhammad said it.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question because you seem to be very.
No, I'm waiting for the hadith. Now, do you want to drop this issue? We can go another point because I don't want you to keep embarrassing yourself.
No, I want to say this issue.
Okay.
The hadith says, I'll give you one hadith. One hadith says that it's impermissible for any slave owner to slap his slave. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the hadith, yes. Okay. Therefore, okay, there's another hadith which says that there was a man who beat his slave and then he freed him because of the guilt he took from doing that.
And so wait, hold on. When in chapter 4, let me now play your game. In chapter 4, verse 34, when it says, if you fear rebellion from your women, admonish them. Let me finish the point. Admonish them and then banish them from your beds and beat them if they do not repent. So if I have a slave woman that I'm having sex with, and then I fear rebellion, you're saying now that passage does not apply to her because of this other hadith about some specific slave that's not applicable for all circumstances and situations. You see what you just said? You just destroyed your Quran.
Wait, no, I didn't, because the hadith I'm talking to you about refers to all slaves.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because you can't contradict what chapter 4, verse 34 says. Chapter 4, verse 34 says a Muslim man has a right to beat the woman that he's having sex with. So where does it say except the slave woman?
What? This is based. Wait, no.
Okay, dude, give me the hadith or we're moving to something else. In chapter 4, verse 34, let me repeat it the third time. It says, if you fear rebellion on their part, these women, your wives that you have sex with, admonish them, banish them from your bed, and beat them. Are you saying if I have listen to the point. If I have a concubine that I am having sex with, like your perverted prophet did with Maria, and he feared rebellion on her part, that means he cannot beat her?
No.
Okay. Now I'm going to wait for that hadith. Give me the hadith where it says the captive women who are married, you need to get their consent.
If I get you something which is the equivalent of consent, then you have
Let
to
me
accept
repeat it
right?
the sixth time. Show me where your prophet said when you take captive women, you need to get their consent, because no captive woman in her right mind would allow a pervert like you to have sex with her. So show me that.
Okay. Wait.
Give me that hadith where it says get the permission of the captive woman, not the slave, the captive woman.
Can you give me a place in the Bible where Jesus says that he's the Son of God? Exactly those.
Yeah,
words.
John 10:36. You just buried yourself. John 10:36. Go there.
Where he says he's God.
No, you said Son of God. Go to John 10:36.
No, I misspoke there.
No, it's okay. Go to John 10:36. Open up the Bible.
I don't want to. I don't. That's not
Go open the Bible. John 10:36. Okay, now let me give you a better example than your pathetic one. Let me repeat what you said. Let me see. Your analogy is I'm asking you to do what you would ask me to do. Show me where Jesus says God. No, that's not what I'm asking you. I said either show me your God or your prophet. So let me give you a better example. It's like you asking me, okay, show me where Jesus says he's God, or show me where the Father says he's God. See, that's the example, because I didn't just say, give me the Quran. I said, show me in the Quran or the hadith of your prophet. So let me give you a better example, because your example was bad. It's like you asking me, show me where Jesus said he's God or the Father says he's God. See, that's the example, because I didn't tell you just give me Quran. I said, show me where your prophet said in the hadith, you got to get their consent. I didn't just limit it to the Quran. And now, yes, I can show you where the Father says Jesus is God. Hebrews 1 verse 8. So now show me where your prophet said in the occasion of revelation for chapter 4 verse 24 that when you take a captive woman who's married, get her consent before you rape her. Show that to me.
Okay. Let me just tell you something very quickly.
Okay, I'm going to hang up on you if you're going to waste my time. Show it to me or we're going to go to another point.
What? The exact wording? What you want in the actual Quran for that specific thing?
Did you just hear what I said? Quran or your prophet?
Yes, I know, but you're asking me for that exact specific issue.
You're telling me that your prophet somehow had amnesia and forgot to say, make sure you get the permission and the consent of these captive women. Something so important. When you're taking a woman whose village you attacked and you're about to have sex with her, he forgot conveniently to mention that.
No.
Okay, then show me the qualification. This is the last time I'm going to give you the chance.
Can I address that point?
I've been trying to get you to address it for 10 minutes.
I'm trying to address it right now.
Go ahead. Hurry up.
Okay, go on. What it is you're telling me that this was necessary for him to say in this verse.
Of course, because you're about to rape a woman whom you've taken captive.
Okay. I think what you're doing is you're projecting Western slavery onto Islam.
No, I'm projecting Muhammad's slavery on your mother and your wife and your sister and your daughter. That's what I'm doing. So I want you to repeat again. You'd be okay if I'm a Muslim and I attack your house and I take your mother and I have sex with her, and you'd be okay if she consents. Okay, let's go with your hypothetical. Wait. Don't change the subject. Let me try it again. Let's go with your logic, and I'm going to play your game. I just attacked your village. I took your mother captive. Your father's alive. And I said, look, I want to have sex with you. And your mother said, yes, go ahead. You'd respect your mother?
If she did that, then I wouldn't have a problem with it, yes.
Oh, you wouldn't say it again? You wouldn't have a problem with it?
But this is...
No, say it again. Say what you just said. I wanted to...
I just said it, man.
You would not have a problem with it?
No, because my God is fine.
No. Oh, okay. Good. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You made your point. That's it. You made your point. You win this one. I want to ask you another question. You ready?
Go on.
Would you be okay if you're living at the time of Muhammad? If you're living at the time of Muhammad, listen to my question carefully, young man. If you're living at the time of Muhammad and Muhammad's companion came up to let's say your mother, she's widow now, Your father's dead. And he says, look, he says to you, I'm going to marry your mother for 3 days, and then I'm going to divorce her and give her money. Would you be okay with that?
I'm going to marry your mother for 3 days.
And when I'm done with her, I'm going to pay her money. I'm going to divorce her and give her money.
Would I be okay with that?
Yeah.
If the other person is okay with it, then why not?
What, say it again? Say it again?
Well, if it's consensual, then why not, yeah?
So you're okay, your mother getting married for 3 days and then getting divorced and getting paid for it. You're okay?
How much is she gonna get paid? What's the situation?
I don't know. He's going to give her 1,000. Is that okay?
I'll need to know the situation then. Is she gonna die from poverty? Does she really need to?
No, the hadith doesn't say you do it only to save someone from poverty. In fact, if it's poverty, why don't you just give them money? Why do you have to screw them to give them money?
Can I see the hadith, please?
Oh, yes, I will. But before I give you the hadith, I'm going to give it to you. I just want you to repeat what you said because everyone heard you. You said, sure, it's okay. Right?
I said, if the hadith says yes, then why?
Oh, so if I show you the hadith says yes, you say okay?
If it's as you describe it to me.
Yes, I'm going to show you. It says I describe it. But you'd be okay.
Okay,
all right, hold on. Let me get it for you. Hold on. Can you read it, please?
While we were in an army, Allah's apostle came to us and said, you have been allowed to do mut'ah, the temporary marriage, so do it. Salama bin al-Aqwa said, Allah's apostle said, if a man and a woman agree to marry temporarily, their marriage should last for 3 nights. And if they like to continue, they can do so. And if they want to separate, they can do so. I do not know whether that was only for us or for all the people in general. Abu Abdullah said, Ali made it clear that the Prophet said, the mut'ah marriage has been cancelled, made haram.
Okay, now I gave you another hadith. Click on the other link. Guys, I'm giving you that link too. Now click on that other link and read the other hadith.
Narrated Abdullah, we used to participate in the holy battles led by Allah's apostle, and we had nothing, no wives with us. So we said, shall we get ourselves castrated? He forbade us that, and then allowed us to marry to marry women with a temporary contract, and recited to us, O you who believe, make not unlawful the things which Allah has made lawful for you, but commit no transgression.
Okay.
Is there another one?
Yeah, I'm going to give you one. But before you do that, I want you to catch. Did you see chapter 5 of the Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 87, was revealed to condone temporary marriage? Did you see that hadith?
Let me just go on that.
Reread it again.
87?
You just read
87.
it. Say it what?
87, you said.
It's the hadith said. What did it give you? You read it. What did it say?
Surah 5, verse.
Yeah, chapter 5, verse 87. Do you see the hadith, what it's quoting? Do you see the hadith?
Yes. Yeah.
According to Sahih Bukhari, that chapter 5, verse 87 was revealed to do what?
To stop the people from doing temporary marriage.
No, did you just misread that? Are you lying in my face? No, to do temporary marriage, not to stop.
Wait,
read it again. Are you lying in my face? That's not what it said.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Sorry.
Okay, so one more time, I didn't hear you. Sahih Bukhari, volume 7, number 13, it said that chapter 5, verse 87 of the Quran was revealed to permit temporary marriage, right?
Well, not technically you're right, but not the way you mean it.
Well, I'm reading the hadith. Here, let me read it.
Okay, yeah.
Say it again.
Cool. Yes.
Do you agree the hadith Bukhari says chapter 5, verse 87 was sent to permit temporary marriage, right?
Yeah, for that, in that case.
Oh, I don't care what case. Right. You agree, right?
Well, that's what he says. You asked me what he says. So
okay, good. All right. That case, at that time, hey, you can marry them temporarily instead of castrate yourself. Now, here's one more hadith. One more hadith. All right, here we go. One more hadith. Let me get it for you because I want you to read it. This is your Muslim website. It's not mine, so you don't say you Christians, you kuffar. Here, we'll click on it, read it.
I know all Christians are kuffar, right?
Okay, thank you. We appreciate your comment. But read it out loud slowly.
Jabir ibn Abdullah came to perform Umrah, and we came to his abode. And the people asked him about different things. And then they made a mention of temporary marriage. Whereupon he said, yes, we had been benefited ourselves by this temporary marriage during the lifetime of the Holy Prophet and during during the time of Abu Bakr and Umar. Okay,
did you hear that hadith? They did temporary marriage, muta, up until the time Umar became the caliph. Did you read that?
It says during the time of Abu Bakr and
yes, during the time, meaning long after your prophet, Abu Bakr and Umar. So, would you be okay if you're living at the time of your prophet? You just read the hadith. I'm going to give you one more, but I want to ask the question again. Would you be okay at the time of your prophet, if one of Muhammad's companions came to your mother, if your father is dead, I'm going to marry you for 3 nights, and then I'm going to divorce you and give you money. I'm going to do temporary marriage. Are you okay with that?
Was it during the time when it was permissible?
Yes, I just said during the time of your prophet when it's permissible.
If it's consensual, then yes.
Say it again.
If it's consensual, then yes.
So you'd be okay with your mother agreeing for a man to marry her for 3 days, have sex with her, divorce her, and pay her?
No, the deal in that hadith wasn't that, was it? The deal was that after 3 days we'll see if we're compatible. And if
okay,
not,
no, but even the other hadith says that temporary marriage is permissible. You can do it and divorce them after 3 days. So would you be okay with that?
Yeah, but that's not to say that you start off the marriage with.
No, that's what you do, because remember what they said? You didn't pay attention. Should we cut our organs off? Castrate? No. Go find you someone, do temporary marriage. Zawaj al-muta. Not permanent marriage. Temporary marriage. That was the second hadith.
Yeah, to find a spouse, right?
No, the second hadith says, go do temporary marriage, not permanent marriage.
No, it says that.
Okay, let's read it again. Okay, see again, in front of me, here. Sahih Bukhari, volume 7, number 13-0. Narrated Abdullah, we used to participate in the holy battles led by Allah's apostle, and we had nothing, no wives with us. So we said, shall we get ourselves castrated, cut off our organs? That's what castrated means. He forbade us that, and then allowed us to marry women with a temporary contract, and recited to us, O you who believe, make not unlawful the good things which Allah has made lawful for you, but commit no transgression. This is not about permanent marriage. It's temporary contract of marriage. So you said, though, everyone heard it, you're okay if someone did that with your mother and your sister.
If it was during that time, then yes.
Okay, you're okay. All right. Hey, listen, I respect you, honest. At least I'm not condemning you. I respect you. You're saying, hey, if my prophet said, go ahead and marry women temporarily, and then when you're done with them, pay them, even though today we would call it prostitution and treating women like a whore, Allah and His Messenger know best. I respect you for that.
It's